Britain has summoned China's ambassador in London to its foreign ministry to register its deep concern at Beijing's action over Hong Kong. British Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab says China is breaching its legally binding treaty over Hong Kong and breaking promises over the territory's autonomy. Mr. Raab hit out at Beijing as pro-democracy lawmakers in Hong Kong quit the legislature. The 15 opposition members resigned in protest against the dismissal of 4 of their colleagues. Well, China says the resignations are a blatant challenge to its authority. So, this is what the chairman of the Democratic Party, Wu Chi-wai, had to say.
The separation of power is a very constitutional power that Hong Kong people can enjoy to check and balance the government acts. But today, 2 days after, we lost our check and balance power, and all the power, constitutional powers in Hong Kong is all rested in the chief executive's hand. And we all know that the chief executive in Hong Kong, because of the constitutional arrangement, is basically a puppet coming from the central government. So we said, today and 2 days after, it is the end of one country, two systems.
Well, the Chinese Foreign Ministry responded to their resignations and also warned the US and the UK not to intervene.
No country will ignore or sit idly by of the case that public servants, including lawmakers, violate their oath and betray the country. The Western politicians' wanton accusations on China fully reveal their double standard. We urge the relevant individuals to abide by the international law and the basic norms governing international relations and stop in any way interfering in China's internal affairs, including Hong Kong affairs. Any of the attempt to pressure China or undermine China's sovereignty, security, and development interests will not succeed.
Well, in the last hour, Foreign Office Minister Nigel Adams accused China of breaching the treaty in the UK Parliament.
It is my unfortunate duty to report to this House our judgment that this decision breaches the legally binding Sino-British Joint Declaration. It breaches both China's commitment that Hong Kong will enjoy a high degree of autonomy and the right to freedom of speech guaranteed under paragraph 3 of the Declaration.
Well, Eddie Chu is a former legislator who quit the Legislative Council just over a month ago. I asked him for his reaction to the expulsions by Carrie Lam.
I think it shocked me that Beijing disqualified my 4 colleagues from the Democratic camp because just 2 months ago, when they decided to postpone the Legislative Council election and extend the current term for 1 year, they allowed these 4 Democratic camp legislators to stay. So there is an abrupt change of mind from Beijing. And this also shocked me because these 4 legislators are actually from the moderate camp, from the moderate wing of the Democratic camp. They do not support either self-determination or independence of Hong Kong. So they did nothing in violation of the national security law and other laws. So I think it's because Beijing decided to disqualify the moderate wing that the whole camp feels that there is no future for them to stay in the institution. That's why they collectively resigned today.
After this resignation, how, though, is the Legislative Council going to actually be able to represent the people of Hong Kong, given that these 15 opposition members have now quit?
It's not going to represent the Hong Kong people anymore. Actually, we are having a semi-democratic system within the council, but what Beijing's decision did to us is it took away even this 50% of democracy, and I don't think Hong Kong people will have any hope of a legislature controlled totally by pro-Beijing politicians with Beijing's behind them.
We've had news from the UK Foreign Secretary who basically has spoken out against the disqualification of these opposition MPs. How important is it to you to have this support from the UK government?
Well, our reality is we can no longer protest on the street, and right now we think we can no longer run in elections to represent Hong Kong people. So the things left is international concern, but unfortunately, it is in violation of the national security law to ask directly for sanctions, foreign sanctions against China.
That's ex-Hong Kong legislator Eddie Chu speaking to me there.